What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and as you can see, I survived Hurricane Ian, and now, thank the heavens, my power is finally back on. I know some of you all were probably wondering where I was at. That's why you should follow me on Twitter or on Instagram so you can always keep up with what's going on. But my power was out yesterday, so I wasn't able to crank out any videos. Luckily, Hurricane Ian kind of just grazed past my area. I mean, at first, we weren't even supposed to be worried about this. But at the last minute, it kind of tilted a little bit. And then the next thing I know, we have a last minute hurricane warning. People are evacuating. People are going and buying up all of the supplies. If you live in the South, like coastal Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, then you already know how hurricane season is. I think a lot of people take it more seriously than people who actually live down here, because often we throw like hurricane parties and you'll find people out in the streets freaking surfing and kayaking. It gets crazy during hurricane season for sure. I mean, it's like out of this world, the type of stupid stuff people do. But I think Hurricane Ian caught a lot of people by surprise, and it was worse than we all expected because, I mean, living down here, you kind of understand how the media works, and the media loves to drum up fear. They're fear mongers. So multiple times a year during hurricane season, they scare everyone like, oh my God, it's going to be the worst thing ever. And then nothing really happens, but you spend thousands of dollars on like supplies, gas, maybe evacuating, boarding up homes and businesses. Hurricane season is a big money maker down here in the South. And they often scare people. And then what happens is like the boy who cries wolf. So for every 10 hurricanes that they absolutely scare you to death about, only one maybe hits and actually does damage. Hurricane Ian definitely caught a lot of people by surprise. I mean, I saw like 2 or 3 story buildings underwater. You got sharks swimming down the street, alligators popping up in people's homes. It's absolutely insane. The craziest story that I think I heard was one man. He decided to stay home. He had a 2-story home, relatively high up on some stilts or whatever they call them. And the water rose so high that it was in the 2nd floor of his home. And he was scared that he was going to drown in there. So the dude literally punched his way through his home. He couldn't get downstairs to the door. I guess he couldn't get out the windows. So he broke his way through the wall, jumped out of the wall, got onto a freaking jet skied around the neighborhood and helped save some of his neighbors, although some of them have passed away. I'm not sure how many casualties there are from Hurricane Ian yet, but the numbers are believed to be relatively high because a lot of people stayed behind. A lot of people did not evacuate for this hurricane. I mean, I didn't, but my area was never supposed to be the area affected. And it was like last minute, they're like, oh, wait, well, unexpectedly looks like Hurricane Ian is coming towards you. But luckily, then again, it kind of just slightly curved off. So we didn't get really crazy weather here. But the power was out before even a freaking drop of rain fell. The power was already out. One thing about my area, the power is going to go out. You know what I mean? Down here in the South, I know some of you all live in big cities or whatever. We have power lines, not underground power lines, but above ground power lines. And man, I swear it was like as we're anticipating the storm, and we're wondering how bad it was going to be before it even got bad, the power was out. We were just like, oh, God dang. So I definitely wasn't able to make any videos. But hopefully, I mean, looking at the weather today, it looks a lot better. I'm thinking I'll be able to crank out some videos today and tomorrow. And we can go back to the regularly scheduled programming because the past couple of days have been kind of wonky. But I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad my area wasn't as wasn't affected as bad as some areas. Definitely have a lot of parts of Florida in my thoughts and prayers today, because man, it was just devastating for like Fort Myers, and different coastal areas of Florida were just completely underwater. People lost everything. I saw whole entire houses floating down the street and stuff. So I'm just blessed to not be in that area, and my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone affected. If you were affected, definitely let us know down in the comments below. But while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get back to business today.